The scenery outside reminds me of my pride, reminds me of my will. At the windowsill, I sit and see the grays, the children they all play and laugh amongst themselves. Somehow remind me of myself on the merry-go-round.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Trev. So, I mean, this is probably going to be my first Shiba Inu video that just isn't totally negative. And I'm so happy about that. Um, I'm not saying it's going to be totally positive either, but you know how it is. Anyway, so, all right. We got this from Ship Queenie. Which says Shitoshi announces 5% of all Shiba Eternity revenue will be used to burn SHIB. Okay. I believe that they did some sort of meeting or something like that today in their Discord where Shitoshi stopped the chat and gave whatever dissertation he gave. I wasn't aware of it, so I wasn't able to listen to it. And I believe it's probably within that he announced the 5% of all revenue to go to burn Shiba Inu. So all right, that's all fine and good. It brings up more questions, but that's good. Okay, he said that going forward, things would have burn mechanisms in them. True to the word, this is going to have a burn mechanism in it. That's official, okay? So we scroll down. Here's a couple guys we recognize. I said it's a start, and it's true. It's a start. What else is going to come? We're going to wait and see. Now they're promising that there's going to be more stuff coming. Matt says, very interested. I hope he's true to his word. Well, I mean, I can't imagine. How do you say it and put it out like that on Twitter or whatever and then not be true to your word? I guess I could point, but then again I couldn't point. I could point to the fact that we had information that Shibarium was, or at least the beta for it was going to be released, end of Q3, which has come and gone at this point. No wait, what are we in? No, I guess end of this month. I guess end of this month is the end of Q3, right? I keep getting it confused. Anyway, it doesn't look like that's actually going to happen. But then again, it wasn't exactly put out that it definitely would be. Like, kind of everything that I read about it said that it may be, and alluded to, that it really made you feel like it was going to be. But nothing came out and said, we will concrete be released by blah, blah, blah. So, you can't really call them liars on it. I mean, I guess they're trying. And I guess they're still working on it. Apparently these things take time. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, it's good news that this is going to have a burn mechanism in it. People are going to question the amount, the 5%. Could it have been more? We'll wait and see what happens, okay? So the very next one, really, this is the question. Now the question is, how much revenue will be generated by this game? I'm sorry. And Ship Queenie replies, that rests with the Shib army and its ability to continue our global success. If you compare the competitors in the industry, they make a pretty penny. So yeah, I mean, you really can't tell the future. You can't really fault them for the answer that they're giving here. You don't create something like this without the assumption that it's going to do really well. And they're pushing it and doing their best to make sure that it does really well. Good. What happens to the 95% left? I expect that's why Shy was referring to. That's probably what should. All right. That's all right. That's what Shy was referring to for his further updates, as he needs to ensure the wording of all things is correct and cannot be used against the project. We're not small fishies anymore. Yeah, there's going to be questions. Where's the rest of it going? What is it being used for? Development, marketing. I mean, I'm sure they'll come out with a list of whatever, break it all down for us. And then we can say, okay, well, why was it 5%? Why couldn't it have been 10? Why couldn't it have been 15? Or maybe we'll say, okay, we clearly see why it's 5%. All right, so I want to back up a little bit. And this was an answer, I guess, to some people talking about the 95%. Let me make this clear. I'm not going to pocket 95%. Don't be foolish. I guess somebody suggested it was going in their pocket. I am being extra careful until I have the perfect explanation, sorry, of what happens outside the burn. Like I said, be patient and watch who fuds. Well, what do you consider FUD, I guess, right? Okay, so that's what's going on with that. I went to, because I haven't been kicked out of it yet, which I'm sure is just an oversight on their part. But I went to their Discord, and I went to, I'm poking around, and I found that this was, I guess, the room to go to get some information. So I found this stuff, and I found it pretty interesting. And I think we should all read it together because, like Matt said, if he's true to his word, I mean, everything sounds great. Okay. Shitoshi, this is all Shitoshi. Okay. In other words, we concentrate on what we want to happen, and it shall be. Millions of people concentrating on a powerful, peaceful planet in the future while playing a game designed to be fun and generate revenue is literally a game changer. I hope this makes sense. This, for me, is more than a game. It's a chance to truly change the world. Okay, all right. I'll go with you on it, and let's see where it goes. I'm going to pull away from my written speech for a moment, and away from the esoteric back to reality. With your help, by simply downloading the game, we will be able to push the game to the top of the app stores and hopefully generate revenue from gamers outside the SHIB community. So, in other words, if they get it to the top of the app stores, people might see it. Oh, what's this? And download it. That maybe even don't even know what Shiba Inu is, but if it's at the top, everybody assumes it's a good game, so they download it. Okay, not a bad plan. All right. This is a free way to help SHIB. But wait, how does it help SHIB? Good question. One thing we want to do is burn 5% of all profits, period. Before fudders scoff, look at the revenue of comparable games like Hearthstone and then do the math. All right, so I don't know what Hearthstone is. I'm not a gamer, but I'm sure maybe a lot of you know what it is. I'm assuming if he's pointing to it, that it is a successful game that has a high revenue. And let's say that you were to take the revenue of this Hearthstone and figure out 5% of that. You do the math and figure out what does that mean for how much SHIB will be burned. Well, it depends on the price SHIB's at. Depends on a lot of different things, right? But okay. And also, it depends on whether this game is going to be as successful as they hope it will be or expect it to be, okay? Now, if there's a burn mechanism in there, and it's 5%, right? Do I not want it to be successful? I want it to be extremely successful, right? Go to the top. Burn the hell out of this thing, all right? So we'll see what happens as far as once the game launches, because it hasn't launched yet. How many people are going to pick it up? How many people are going to play it? What kind of revenue is it actually generating every day, every week, every month? We won't stop there, but I have to stop here with the discussion of this aspect, as my wording is being vetted by people smarter than me to make sure I get the terms and information exact. But needless to say, we will do more as expected. It goes on. I just need to click on the next one. Okay, let me try to blow this up a little bit. Okay. Moreover, we are actively working on a variety of tournaments for the game. I don't want to keep too much. I don't want to get too much into how those will work, but they may take place in person or via the app. We are looking for additional sponsors and have a venue picked out for our major showdown. This will be a few months out, so have fair warning to get your decks tight as possible so you have a fighting chance to win. I assume he's talking to. This is a card game. Um, I don't really know what to compare it to. I mean, is it comparable to like a Pokemon game, who also has cards? I'm not sure. Again, I'm not a gamer, so I apologize. All right. And yes, there will be prizes. It's for all these reasons that I am asking you humbly to download the game on download day. We will announce the day very soon, but it is less than a month away. This is a free way to help Shib. Our plan is simple. By getting a burst of downloads on day one of the game, we will pump to the top of the App Store, which will immediately help push the game to those who are curious. By getting outside of our immediate community, we grow Shib. I mean, it's a good plan. When you do something like this, do you not do like a pre-sale? Because like a lot of times, coins, tokens that do a pre-sale, they take that initial money from the pre-sale, and then it helps them hopefully if they gain enough to get them through a good period of time of development. So they're hoping that on download day, whenever that is, when it's announced, that this really blows up. Everybody jumps in and downloads it, pushes it to the top. Other people see it. The community grows. Okay, so it's a good plan, but can't tell the future. All right, for those of you who will immediately spam the room about when XYZ, everything is coming and coming fast. Please be patient. We need a strong showing here to help push all the other efforts we have on the horizon. I appreciate every single one of you, and I love you all with my whole heart. Very sweet. Now that was the end. When he says all, I wonder if he means. Never mind. Probably not all. Anyway, now that was the end of my speech, but I have a few more things to say. Occasionally, I get messaged like, "Bro, burn the entire supply of Shib." All right, this is interesting. Listen to this. So I sat with Carl, I'm assuming is how you pronounce that, and we figured it will cost in the billions to burn Shib to get a truly world-changing, significant rise in price. To do so, we have to implement a plan like the one you are seeing. It's funny, we are working on that, but getting and burning billions of dollars is no easy task, trust me. Are we saying right here, is Shitoshi Kusama saying right here that they are working on a plan to raise the money to burn enough of Shiba Inu off to have world-changing effects? I think that's what I just read. I mean, that sounds great, okay? And I'll tell you what, all the criticism that they have received from me, from Matt, from a few others, okay? I don't take any of it back because, I mean, it was what it was for the time. But let me tell you, if this is the plan, thank you from the bottom of my heart, because this is all we've been asking for. This is what we've been asking for. So if this was the plan all along, right, just the way that was worded, why didn't you just say that? Why didn't you just work with us and work with some other people who have been interested in this exact goal, okay? Did it maybe just dawn on you at some point? I guess this is what everybody wants, so let's do it. Or I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but I just don't understand why the separation. What has been the lack of communication with the section of the community who has only been asking for this? Okay, we're gonna be watching this, right? And if Shitoshi Kusama, whoever Shitoshi Kusama actually is a man of his word, then this is going to be great, finally, for the Shiba Inu community. So I appreciated reading those words, and you should all be happy about that, cautiously. All right, Shibarium beta soon. Looking good. Lots to go. We won't rush it. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, nobody ever came out and said that, gave a hard date. So if they're still working on it, they're still working on it. Like I said before, I'm going to assume it's going to knock our socks off because damn, they've been working on this for a long time. Okay, treat. Look for updates soon as well. Whoever just DM me that we need a massive burn is exactly my point. Whoever just DM me that we need a massive burn is exactly my point. Shaking my head. All right. I don't know what that was all about. Let's go to this bottom one. I don't know that this has anything to do with what we're talking about, but let's see. Okay, I didn't read this one before, so I'm reading it for the first time now. Anyways, Metaverse. We have an incredible world-class team working on the Metaverse MV, and I cannot stress how awesome it will be. I am impressed. Well, yeah, okay. We already talked about a lot of this and who's working on it and the graphics and all the rest of that, right? Third floor. I am impressed weekly by the innovation and power of our internal MV team and advertisers bring in advisors. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Advisors bring to the table. Kudos to them all. Many of our other products like Shiba Swap 2.0 and Shiba Net have been wrapped into these other projects to ensure we have full decentralization that allows us all to grow SHIB digitally and in real life. Oh my God, the DMs. That's new. In the next update, I'll give the exact date for download day. Give more finalized details on rewards from the game, and give more information on the lore we all want to know. Okay, ready for a huge push of when and questions. Also, I'll go into Shitoshi Social Club in a moment. I want to talk to everyone there. Okay, so this was earlier, and he's just kind of chit chatting with the crowd, right? I want to go back for a second to Shib Queenie because there was something else in here that she said. Did I miss it? Maybe I missed it. There was something else that she said also that was only I thought a couple hours ago regarding the download date, that they would be releasing the download date soon. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling. In the next update, okay, 5 hours ago. In the next update, I'll give the exact date for download day, give more finalized details on rewards from the game, and give more information on the lore we all want to know. So, all right, so that's basically just a quote from what I just read. Okay, so that doesn't mean that this was 5 hours ago. This is when she posted it. All right, so we're all gonna hang out and wait for the information. Sorry, I might even download this game. I don't even play games, but if what they're saying here is accurate and correct, and this is the actual intention, then bravo, bravo, thank you. And I'm cautiously optimistic. Okay, that's something new for me on this team. I wish that I could have had this sort of sentiment a long time ago, but we just haven't had this kind of communication. So, yeah, let's sit back and watch and see what happens. If y'all want to download the game, download the game. As soon as we find out about it, I'm probably going to download it because if I can help move it to the top, and all these other things come to fruition that they were talking about, listen, I'm here for Shiba Inu. I'm here to do what I can to help Shiba Inu. I have since the beginning. It's just that we've really lost faith that there was any help for it at all because these guys are the ones who could do it. But it didn't seem like they were going to do it. So now there's a quest to try to find somebody who maybe can. And we know that's going to be extremely time consuming. So if we can, if they're going to do this, then great. I think you'll find everybody who's been criticizing will jump on board, and everything from the past will be forgotten if this is the actual path forward. All right, cautiously optimistic. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, hit the like button if you can. Hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Leave some comments in the chat. Let me know what you think about this, all right? Go and check it out yourself. If you can get in the Discord, read through some more of the things that are going on. Light at the end of the tunnel, maybe. I don't know. We'll see, all right? Okay, guys. Ciao.